Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me. My name is Kassandra, and I'm going to take you through this simple flow to begin your day. Great for all levels, no props required, and we'll just begin by sitting up. So I'm just cross-legged, one leg in front of the other. You can rest your hands on the tops of your knees and think of just lengthening your spine, shrugging your shoulders down and away from your ears, and making sure that you're really stacked, shoulders over your hips. We're just going to drop our right ear towards the right shoulder. Think of really pressing that left shoulder down. Try to relax through your jaw. And you can rotate so that your chin is angled now towards your right shoulder, right armpit. Stretching a little bit more towards the back of the neck. And now lift the chin up at a slight angle, so it's almost like you're leaning your head a little bit, stretching at the front of the neck. And bringing the head all the way back up through to center. Same thing to the other side, so start by just dropping left ear to left shoulder. And breathing in and out through your nose. You can roll the chin down. And chin up, leaning the head back slightly. And bring your head all the way back through to center and just roll the shoulders a few times here. We'll come into a little twist, so you can bring your left hand to your right knee, right fingertips behind you, lift and lengthen, and then rotate. So I'm pulling my right shoulder back. My hips are facing forward. I'm pulling my lower belly in and up. So hugging belly button to spine. And keep your left hand on your knee, but face forward. We'll bring our right arm up overhead into a little side bend. So using the leverage of holding on to our knee. Coming all the way up, and let's release, and we'll go to the other side. So start with your twist, right hand to your left knee, left hand behind you. Think of lifting up a little bit taller while still pressing your shoulders away from your ears. And keep your right hand on your knee, but face forward, adding a little lateral flexion into our side bend. Left arm reaches up and over. And releasing from this pose, let's find tabletop on hands and knees, palms under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Spread your fingertips nice and wide here, and we're just going to trace circles with our hips, so you can make this as big or as small as you would like. You're really pressing out through those outer hips, and reverse the direction. You can go the other way. Practice pushing into your fingertips and knuckles and taking a good amount of your body weight out of the wrists. One more here. And find your neutral tabletop pose. We'll pull our right knee in towards the chest. As you inhale, lift that leg up, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, contract, bring your knee to your nose. So almost like cat and cow, but we're adding the leg. So exhale to contract, and inhale, stretching it back. Little bit of core engagement to pull that thigh in. Last one. Now go ahead and stretch that right leg back behind you. Take a little calf stretch as you push back into that heel. And we'll roll to the inner edge of that right foot, leaning on your left hand. Extend your right arm up and over. Big side body stretch in this modified side plank. Continue to roll that right hand down, and we'll lower down onto our belly so you can keep the elbows in. Slide your forearms out in front of you for Sphinx pose. Push into the tops of the feet, roll the shoulders back, and think of almost pushing down through your hip bones, finding a little bit more length and space. One more inhale here. And we'll exhale to find wide-legged child's pose. Big toes together, knees as wide as you would like them to be. Pressing your hips back towards your heels, keeping the arms stretched out in front of you. 3 deep breaths here, inviting the hips to open up. And lifting ourselves back up, tabletop pose, so we can do the same sequence over on the second side. Hands under shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Start by just lifting that left knee up. You're going to inhale, stretch it back, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, try to touch your knee to your nose as you round and contract. So creating space every time you inhale, and really pulling and contracting on the exhale. Two more here. Last one. And extend your left leg straight. Stretch into your calf, into your ankle a little bit. Just push into that heel. Into your modified side plank, roll to the inner edge of that foot, leaning on your left hand, or on your right hand, sorry, and we'll reach that left arm up and over. Imagine almost someone is pulling on that wrist, getting a big side body stretch. And rolling it down, lower all the way to your belly once more here. And maybe coming into cobra pose this time. So you're going to push into the tops of the feet. Keep pushing your hands into the floor. Anchor the hip bones into the mat and then lift on up. So elbows are bent and hugging in. Pressing the shoulders down. And instead of going to child's pose, let's find downward facing dog. Hands are shoulder width distance apart. Feet are hip width distance apart. As you lift your hips up and back. And first downward dog of the day, bend your knees as much as you'd like here. I like to just paddle out the feet. So alternating, bending one knee and straightening the opposite leg. Try to keep your elbows straight as you press your chest towards your thighs, curling tailbone up towards the sky. And let's extend our right leg up towards the sky, lift it up as high as it'll go, and we'll bring our right foot between the hands to the top of the mat. Finding a little high lunge here. So you want to have your feet hip width distance apart before lifting yourself up. So I'm bending a little through my back knee so that I can keep my hips directly underneath my shoulders. Arms will reach up. Big breath in here. And then frame your front foot with your palms and just let your back knee come down to the mat. In your low lunge, you can point the toes. Pressing the shoulders down and away from your ears. We'll add a little twist here. Left hand can stay down. Right hand to your thighs. You roll that shoulder back. We'll release the twist so we can find downward facing dog and repeat those poses on the other side. So step that right foot back And again, maybe just paddle out the legs a little bit. Don't worry about whether or not your heels are on the mat. Instead, think of lengthening and lifting your hips up nice and high. And we'll reach our left leg up towards the sky, stepping it forward for a high lunge. So feet are hip width distance apart. My knee is over my ankle. I'm going to bend a little bit through my back knee. Lifting up. And bring your fingertips down to the mat to help with stability. Back knee comes down to the floor and you can point through your toes. Just let your hips melt down. A little deeper stretch here. And we'll add a little spine twist, bringing the left hand to your left knee, and you're kind of just pushing against it to roll that shoulder back. We'll release one last time in downward facing dog. Reaching it all back, stretching it all out. And go ahead and bring your knees down to the mat. Take a seat and just bring your right shin slightly in front of your left one. So my right leg is just staggered a little bit, and I'm going to walk my hands forward, taking a little fold. You might stay up nice and high. You might be up onto your forearms or lowering down. Just 3 deep breaths here, stretching into that right seat, into the glute. These morning classes are a great opportunity to set the tone for the day ahead. So you might start asking yourself, what is your intention for the day? Let's lift ourselves up and just change the cross of the legs so that you have your left shin slightly in front of the right and come back into that forward fold. And for your intention, I usually like to just pick one word. If you've done these morning classes with me before, you know the drill by now. I think I have something like 400 morning classes or something like that now. And press yourself up and just come to take a seat. Any way that works, closing your eyes. Bringing your hands to your heart. So maybe choosing this one word, something that you want to focus on today, and carry through with you through the rest of the day. And let's close by chanting Om one time. Inhale to chant, breathe in. Om. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing this short morning stretch with me. I hope you enjoyed this practice. Like I mentioned, I really do have hundreds of these short morning classes by now. So if you'd like to make this a habit, I'll link to the playlist down below. And yeah, maybe you can join me every morning on the mat for a little bit of gentle movement. Please subscribe. Have a great day. And hopefully I'll practice again with you very soon.